crash in Selkirk. Good evening, I'm Liz Bishop.
And I'm Cody Holyoke. Allan Richter and Nancy Gertzberg were both experienced pilots. The pair took off from the South Albany Airport. Folks there are understandably in mourning right now.
Jennifer Lukey has been at the scene all day long, and Jen, the NTSB is making progress in this investigation.
Well, Liz, Cody, the NTSB about an hour ago was actually able to get the plane off the tracks. They brought it down, the wreckage, down this road right next to me. A very horrific sight, really, very difficult to deal with for everyone who was here and watching this plane be transported back up to the South Albany Airport. It will be held in a hangar there until the investigation is complete, an investigation they expect will take quite some time.
Well, it's been almost 24 hours. This investigation is still in its infancy, and we're still in the fact-finding phase and gathering statements from people that may have been at the airport, people from CSX that were working at the time, as well as any witnesses that may have seen the aircraft before its descent.
What they do know is the plane took off from the South Albany Airport and crashed almost immediately. It does not appear either pilot had time to make any emergency calls. Witnesses have told investigators it sounded like engine trouble.
We've heard that. Again, we're just collecting perishable information at this point. We will do a thorough engine exam. We have an expert from the engine manufacturer here, and we're waiting for somebody from Cessna Aircraft to come from Wichita.
While the investigation continues, those who knew Allan and Nancy are devastated.
Very nice guy, very professional, consummate professional pilot. You know, these things just don't happen to Al, you know, but Al was an excellent pilot, family man, and just a good guy.
Chris Milian is an aerial photographer and had been up in that same plane with Allan more than 100 times. In fact, he was supposed to go on a flight with him this afternoon.
He's got a boat and stuff on the river and things like that, and they like to fly out to the Cape and do flyouts every couple of weeks. But he's just a good guy.
Allan, an ex-Marine who leaves behind a wife and 2 children, had been flying in and out of the South Albany Airport for about 13 years. Nancy already had a sport license and was logging hours to be able to carry passengers on her flight. Those in charge at the airport were too upset to speak on camera today, but told me they're doing everything possible to assist in the investigation.
It's a good, safe airport. It's run well and very professional operation here. So, and the people are just really top-notch professional pilots. So, you know, these things, I guess, just happen.
I'm told that particular plane in the crash had been used for training lessons for years, many years. In fact, one pilot told me he would approximate more than 100,000 takeoffs and landings. Now, the NTSB is reviewing all the safety records, all the pilot records with both pilots involved and the plane involved. And they say that will ultimately be part of the final determination into what happened. But again, it appears tonight that they are leaning towards something mechanical. Live in Selkirk, Jennifer Lukey, CBS 6 News.